Hi, welcome to Automotive Show EKG Canadian Enthusiast. Today on the show we're going to talk about sales numbers and motor news. So don't leave the show, stay with me, you're going to enjoy this show. Now let's get started. Now let's start with sales. Acura sold, now this is for the November of this year. Acura sold 9,374 vehicles, down by 21%. They are 20.6% up for the year. Honda 75,681 vehicles, down by 16.6%, but still up 11.6% for the year. But that Honda sales are down because of changes, the new Civic and the dealers having a rough time keeping up with demand in general. And with the new Civic coming out, the change for the new model is not exactly easy. Genesis, the new luxury brand and the new kid in the town. Genesis sold 5,002 vehicles. Now you think that's pretty bad, right? They're up by 435%. Do you think even after 435% they should sell better, right? That is because they only sold 935 vehicles in the last year's November. So you get the point. Genesis is up by 236% for the year in general. So Genesis really won't mind that in a general term, but they are still nowhere near good as Lexus or the establishment in terms of luxury brands. But I won't say that just that because those brands are not given much except Lexus. So just give me a second, join me. Welcome back. Hyundai sold 44,345 vehicles, sales down by 19.6%. Sales are up for the year, though they are up still to 23.5%. Kia 45,318,000 sales down by 5.4%, but still 22.6% up in the year. Subaru sales are bleeding, no question. They sold 33,045 vehicles, down by 34.5%. For the year, Subaru down by minus 2.9%. Subaru have problems. Subaru's supply issues can't meet demand, and plus those issues is a major problem. When there is no inventory, you can't sell. That means you can't record what you can't sell. That's the fact for Subaru. Lexus and Toyota, same obvious problem. Lexus sold 18,996 vehicles, down by 32.3%, but it's not because products are bad, it's simple. Lexus and Toyota in general have a problem where they can't keep up with demand. If you want to buy a Lexus NX or something, you can't. They don't have in the inventory because of the chip shortage. So supply issues are the big problem why Toyota can't sell more, not because they can't sell more, they can sell more. Sales are down 30%. For the year though, they are still up 18.4%. Toyota sold 134,597 vehicles, down by 34.3%, but still up by 15.4% for the year. Toyota, same factor. Like Lexus, as I previously said, demand is there, but they can't supply for the demand. So, if you're a Hyundai or a Kia fanboy, please, this doesn't mean you're better than Toyota. It's just a simple fact. Toyota can't keep up with demand because they have nothing in the inventory to sell, not because they're bad. Soon as Toyota start keeping up with demand, this is going to look very, very different. Let's talk about Mazda. Mazda, I have decided to go into their website and take sales model by model. Mazda 3 sales are down 4.3%, selling just 2,500. Mazda 6 is pretty much dead, sold 586 vehicles, 51% down in sales. MX5 down. They sold 236 MX5s, but down by 63%. CX3 dead, don't talk about it. CX5, 10,509 sales, down by 14.5%. And the CX9 is actually up by 17.2%, which is very, very odd. Actually, fairly honest. Mazda MX-30, they sold on 120 for the monthly basis and 55 in November. So, yeah. But if I was wrong about the CX-30, I will repeat again. The CX-30 sold 4,404 vehicles, up by 66.3%. Just to note. Let's get to motor news now. Talking about Genesis, well, Genesis have now there's a rumor that Genesis is going to debut a full electric, full-size luxury SUV, but I don't know. Looking at the sales of Genesis, can they really sell what they want to sell? Not in my mind. If it's going to compete against the Lexus LX or the Bentley Bentegas, the Mercedes-Benz GLSs, Genesis stands No chance. I am sorry, it doesn't. If it's against the Americans, I think it will beat them by a mile. But I'm looking forward to see when it's coming. It's expected to come around 2023. I'm looking forward. It could be named the GV90. Again, it's natural like GV80 and GV90. Then BMW revealed their new iX concept, BMW's M Division's high-performance SUV. This has a twin-turbo V8 with a plug-in hybrid system making 750 horsepower with 737 feet of torque. This is my point. Now, they haven't said what engine. We know it's the 4.4 twin-turbo V8, so let's not just surprise anymore. We know what's coming, BMW. I've seen the styling of the vehicle, and I personally think BMW has gone crazy, but I don't blame BMW. The Chinese consumers certainly want big grills and splashy designs. So, I think it makes absolute sense why BMW is doing that. There's no question about that on that notion. Now we are down to Mazda CX-5. The CX-5's engine numbers are out actually. The turbocharged engine now makes 6 more horsepowers. What an achievement, Mazda! 256 horsepower. Prices wise will start from $29,000 to all the way to $38,000. There are new trim levels: Select, Preferred, Premium, Premium Plus, Turbo, and Turbo Signature. So there are many trim levels of the CX-5. If you want to buy one, there are many choices indeed. Let's get down to another rumor, a teaser. Aston Martin teased the return of the mighty Aston Martin V12 Vantage. I've been looking forward for this vehicle. I'm a big fan of the old V12 Vantage, including Jeremy Clarkson himself. He made an infamous video calling the end of the V12. It wasn't, but it was one of the best sounding cars I ever heard. In fact, I seen the LFA, I heard LFAs, but this is a different level. Not better than the LFA. Please don't hate me, Lexus fans. Moving on from it will likely use the same 5.2 liter twin turbo V12 as their limited edition Aston Martins, making 690 horsepower most likely. So I can't wait to see. It will come around next year, so looking forward for the vehicle. Hyundai has announced pricing for the Hyundai Elantra N. Prices will start from $31,900 with a 6-speed manual gearbox. But trust me, with after optional extras and everything, it's going to cost well over $40,000. I know that. I can say it. Specs wise, you know the numbers: 276 horsepower or 286 horsepower with the overboost system, 5 seconds to 60 with the 8-speed DCT. I'm looking forward for the Elantra, and let's see how good it is. Genesis also debuted the images of the upcoming G90. I have some strong views about the G90 personally. I never felt the G90 was better than a Lexus LS. No, not in a million miles. The Lexus LS has a better interior, a better quality materials, and better reliability, and a proper established luxury brand. But Genesis was a worthy competitor to compete against Lexus. There is no question about it. The upcoming G90 styling I have seen, from my personal opinion, I think it looks really good, but it looks like a Bentley, not in a very good way, but it looks very good, it looks handsome, it will certainly stand out in a car park or in the country club or wherever the high society goes. But the biggest news is that there's a long wheelbase model in Korea, in South Korea, where it rivals the Mercedes Maybach. Now that's a joke. There's no way in hell that anyone would buy a Genesis over a Mercedes Maybach. Not even people buy a Genesis over a Lexus LS. It doesn't work. But I think Genesis is on the right track, and this new G90 shows what Genesis can do. I am a big fan of the G90, but it's not a Lexus beater. But this new one will be the closest ever Genesis ever got to do that, in my personal opinion. Plus, if anyone who is a Genesis fanboy who said the LS had no V8, sorry, the G90 will not have a V8 label. I would be surprised if there's a V8, even if it's a very weak and old V8. So I'm sorry, that's a fact. Moving on to Vauxhall or Opel, the way you want to say, that's your choice in Europe or the global markets. They have debuted the new Sport Tourer or the station wagon model of the Vauxhall/Opel Astra. So that's very interesting. Now I won't go through the full number, specifications and etc. But plenty of engines choose from a 110 horsepower engine to a 225 horsepower plug-in hybrid. Now this is for my European viewers, not so much for the American viewers, not so much. The point is Vauxhall is back / Opel. I'm looking forward for this vehicle. I will do a special review. I will talk about this vehicle specially on different videos. So thank you very much for joining me on this show.